Good morning, delivery fam. Good morning. And welcome to another episode of Breakfast with UDM. And since today is Wednesday, we got to have the Brat of the Day segment. Got to get y'all over that hump. You know what I'm saying? Got to get you over that hump. Yeah. Got to get you over that hump. What? Got to get you over that. Yeah, okay. All right. Good morning to everybody that's watching now, watching on the replay. Good morning to real estate student Heather Pittori, Trey Star, Roger C, Monique Milner, and everyone that's gonna be tuning in after the fact. Though some of them are still rolling in bed. They haven't rolled over yet. So they're not in the chat at the moment. But anyway, this morning we're gonna be talking about multiple different ones today. Okay? The struggle is real for DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and Instacart gig workers. And I'm not going to take much time to dive into it, but I'm just waiting for a few more people to roll over in bed. Christine E. Johnson, good morning to you. OMG Records TV, good morning to you. Good morning. All right. Who me? Angie Marie, Michael McCrary, good morning to you. Good morning to you. And since we got a few more people that rolled over, I think it's about that time for us to start this. Now, you know, with everything that's been going on, I feel like it's always good to have a little bit of humor, especially with, you know, the gig economy or something that's relatable. Like, what? Oh my gosh, if that was me, man, I would have never bought. You know, it's always good. To me, it's always good to kind of like step away from ourselves and our markets and what we're going through in our markets at the time, just to see what other drivers are experiencing elsewhere. And, you know, this one right here, I had to pull multiple this time. This is going to be for Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart workers, you know, Instacart gig workers. All right, good morning, Paul Good. Good morning, Robert Wright. Good morning, John Spalding. Slim Diesel, good morning, Sis Zakiho. Thank you for becoming a member. I don't think I said thank you the last time, so thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate y'all. So with that said, let's dive into the brats of the day. Obviously, you're going to have to choose which one is the brat, and I'm going to open up the lines. So let's dive into this. Okay. You ready? Here's the first one, y'all. Hello from Grubhub here. The order for this person from Thai Touch Kitchen will be ready at 7:40 p.m. for pickup. The customer forget to make it a pre-order. Sorry for the inconvenience. I hope this does not affect your route. The driver responds and says, laugh out loud. I sit for 2 hours? Do you have any idea what time is it right now? Look at the top of the screen, family. 4:50 p.m. Good morning, Jacqueline Taylor. Good morning, Miss Fee. Imagine if you received a text message from Grubhub saying this. Hey, the order you got is actually a pre-order. They forgot to order it early. So it's changing the pickup time. It won't be ready till about 7:40 p.m. But they're sending you this at 4:50 p.m. Like I said, y'all, I can't make this stuff up. This wasn't my text message, obviously. But I'm just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about here? You want me to sit for 2 hours, Grubhub? Are you kidding me, Grubhub? For all my Grubhub drivers, would you do this order? Would you keep it and multi-app and do other things? But the fact that it was supposed to be pre-ordered, what would you do in this case? And I'm not going to take too long. I'm not going to take too long to move on to the next one, okay? Now, here's the next one. I'm going to open up the line so we could discuss all of this, okay? The struggle is real for all of us. Let's look at this next one. Got offered $35 for 11 deliveries, followed by an $81 for 9 deliveries at all Walmart. All that for sugar honey iced tea pay. Laugh out loud. Decline. If it's not $10 per order / delivery, I do not accept. This one is $35.15 going 18.2 miles for 11 deliveries. Let's pause there. Would you take that offer? That's 36 miles round trip, 11 deliveries for $35.15. Walmart. Would you do it? And do you agree with this driver saying $10 per delivery, nothing less? Would you do it? While I'm waiting on some people to do that, let's go to the next one. The next one is the same driver that says $81.56 for 9 deliveries going 12.7 miles. Nothing less than $10 per item or per delivery. Would you do it? Okay, the first one you wouldn't do, but would you do the second one? It's 11 deliveries, Slim Diesel. 11 deliveries. 81.56. Yeah, I'm on that. OMG Records TV. That's what I'm saying. But in this case, who is being the brat here? The first one, I get it. The first one, I get it. 11 deliveries, 18.2 miles, $35.15. Who the heck gonna do that? No, it's paying less than $1 per mile round trip. I get it. But this one, though, 81.56, 12 miles, 24 or maybe 25.4 miles round trip. Oh, this second one look juicy. It look a little juicy, and it's less deliveries. You know what I'm saying? 97 minutes. That's not too bad for me. So, who deserves the brat? Who deserves the brat in that one? Now let's move on to the next one. I also have to be back home by 12 to host a live meeting. This is pushing me behind schedule for no reason. I'm not sure why this is happening with deliveries set between 8 to 10 a.m. The shopper responds and says, since it was a low tip order, no shoppers wanted to grab it. So it sat until Instacart bundled it with other orders, so someone would accept it. But guess what happened? This is what the shopper says. Was cursed out upon delivery for talking sugar honey iced tea, reported to Instacart, and had the order removed. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. The struggle is real, y'all. And the very last one I want to share. Hold on one second. I think I have this other thing here. I forgot to load it up. Look at that. If you did, oh, here it is right here. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's load that up real quick. I got to make y'all see this one right here. So I posted this on the community tab a few days ago. It said 37 items, yo. 37 items. I got to show y'all the bottom of this. Okay? 37 items. This is DoorDash. Look at the bottom. 1 kid's honey chicken, 1 kid's chicken fried rice, 1 crispy honey chicken, 1 sesame chicken, 1 chili garlic green beans. 37 items at the bottom left. Subtotal is $58. I posted this on the community tab, and I'm trying to set y'all up for the next one that I'm about to show y'all, okay? It said 37 items. Technically, which kind of is like a catering order, but 4 of it is plasticware, 4 plates, 4 chopsticks, and 20 soy sauce. I know many of you said that you have received something similar from like Taco Bell, right? Okay. All right. So how do you explain this one? A catering bag required. It literally says a catering bag is required. And Gig Hustler, you're gonna get on my case about this, but a catering bag is required for $8.75, 4 items going 0.9 miles. But let's look at the items, y'all. 1 skinny sandwich plus cup of soup. 1 skinny sandwich plus cup of soup. 1 vanilla shake and 1 chicken salad. So hold up. I get 37 items, and it's really majority of tableware and utensils, whatever, and sauces. And Gig Hustler gets 4 items. It says it's a catering order, but then it's really not a catering order. What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on? Think about what I'm saying here. 37 items. And I didn't get a catering order. It wasn't a catering order because all them sauces and everything. And the other side, $8.75, it says it's a catering order. It says it's a catering order. It needs a catering bag, but it only needs just a regular hot bag. For $8.75. What the hell? All they got is 2 skinny sandwiches, a vanilla shake, and a chicken salad. That's it. How big is the damn salad in the skinny? Hold up. How big is the doggone skinny sandwiches? How big is the sandwiches, y'all? I need to go to Potbelly. Potbelly sandwich shop. They got some extremely large sandwiches, I guess. They need catering bags for these sandwiches? Oh my gosh. So with that said, family, let's open up these lines. Who deserves the brat? With the Grubhub situation, they expected that driver to sit and wait for an additional couple of hours. The Uber Eats driver that decided to decline this one and decline this one because it's $10 minimum per order / delivery. You do not accept. What about this Instacart situation? They did not tip at all, or they tipped a very low tip, and it took them a while, and then they cursed out the driver or the shopper. And then y'all know that I got to give the app this one right here. How you labeling it as catering order, but it's only a regular order? So I'm gonna open up the lines right now. Y'all go ahead and call in. Tell me which one deserves the brat. Which one is your choice that you want to talk about? I know DoorDash was going through some stuff over the last couple of days. It's been crashing. All these different things been happening. But I could not just pull DoorDash or just Uber or just Instacart. I had to pull Grubhub. I had to pull all of them. And I said, this is going to be a different brat of the day. This is ridiculous. Why do we have to go through these struggles? Every day, I know somebody going through it every single day. Trey said, I have another word for that Grubhub order, but it ain't brat. Heather Patori says, Instacart or Grubhub, maybe Grubhub because it's for the company. Sis Zakiya says, this is one big social experiment. One big social experiment on all apps. I can see all the CEOs, all the head people, all the executives saying, hey, we're going to do this on this day, okay? We're going to all do it together. Y'all ready? All right. Oh, DoorDash, you going to crash? You going to join in? You going to crash, right? Okay, all right, cool. All right, ready? Set, go. J Bones R says, it even happens in Lyft. Seriously? Brian Kern says, Point Pickups has some trash orders as well. I don't understand Point Pickups orders. I've seen it say something like the order minimum is like $7. The order minimum is like $5. But what does that mean? What does that mean? If you want to call in, make sure you follow the number at the bottom of the screen. Don't call my business line. Call the number on the screen, 754-399-3941. Who deserves the brat in these situations? I will say, in this case right here, with this one, the driver don't deserve the brat. But with this one right here, the same driver? Nah, you get brat all day, bro. I would do these less deliveries for more money and less miles. Come on. Why y'all tripping out here? Nothing less than $10 per delivery? It's nine deliveries. I guess y'all just afraid of Walmart. Walmart got y'all shook. Charlene Edwards, good morning to you. Instacart is the one I choose because customers aren't aware. So Instacart deserves the brat. Okay. Slim Diesel says life is definitely a social experiment. OMG Records TV says Uber is the brat. Still haven't told me why my account is on hold. Let's cut this music down a little bit. MT9, these names, boy, y'all, how am I supposed to give you a shout out with these names that y'all be coming in here with? MT909-45557 says, my favorite was an Uber Eats order from McDonald's that had all breakfast food, but it was after 10:30 a.m. What? That order was complicated, just like your name, man. MT909-45557 says basically it was lunchtime at McDonald's, but they sent nothing but breakfast items. They ordered nothing but breakfast. Oh my gosh. That is funny. Brian Kern says, it means you are guaranteed that amount, but the customer can tip after delivery. Exactly. For all those that do not know, with these Walmart orders, right? Obviously, the customer can tip after the fact, but are you willing to take that risk? Majority of us will say no. $35 for 36 miles round trip, not happening. For 11 deliveries, not happening. But this one right here, literally 24 or 25 miles round trip for $81 and less deliveries. And the customer can possibly tip after the fact. Why not? I feel like on that one, the driver deserves the brat. We got a caller in the queue. Let's see here. Let's answer this call. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Who are we speaking to?
Good morning, UDM. It's Brian Kern.
Brian Kern, how you doing, brother? I just read your comment, I believe.
Yeah, the point pickups, they show you the guaranteed amount that you're going to get, like that $7 or whatever, but the customer can tip more after.
Oh.
They be throwing some wild orders out there.
Man, I saw them. Like, a lot of them were like, say, I don't know if you know how far Boca is, but I think Boca from my current location is maybe about 35 miles, right? The location that they were trying to send me to. 35 miles, and it said like, hey, the guaranteed pay is $5 or something like that. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
not happening.
That's a pass. That's a hard pass. I can't turn that into gold. I don't care. Nah. I got all the apps and that. Nah.
Hey, you can't even turn it into like, bronze, copper, something.
I can't turn that into nothing but wasted gas.
But wasted gas. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, it's hard out here. There's some days where it's a struggle to get that 150, which is like my minimum. When I go out, I like to get 150.
Right.
and that's using Roadie, Point Pickup,
Yeah.
Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash.
Right.
I'm waiting to get approved for deliver that for catering.
Yeah.
But ever since Roadie announced they got taken over by UPS, they've been just straight trash. There used to be those $60 orders, $50 orders. Not in my area no more. I don't know how anybody else's area is, but mine is like $20 for 40 miles, and it'd be tripping. I'm like, I can't. No matter what app I turn on, where you're sending me, there's nothing else down in that area. I got a deadhead back, and it's nah.
Yeah, I got you. So you said since UPS took over Roadie, there's been a lot of trash in your market?
In my area, yeah, there used to be, like I said, those Home Depots, 5:30 in the morning, you get those $50, $60, $70 big orders. They ain't even out there now.
What market are you in, if you don't mind sharing?
Went. I'm up in Pennsylvania, up just outside of Washington, Pennsylvania.
Gotcha. I mean, with the Uber Eats, Walmart orders, I do know that it seems as if a few months ago, I was receiving those large offers as far as like express Walmart offers in my market. And then they immediately just dropped to like, say, $12. It went from like $90+ to like $12. Now they're not as great anymore. But it seems as if it's going into other markets. Have you seen anything like this on Uber? I believe you're on Uber, yeah?
I'm on Uber. We don't, in my area, we don't get Walmart Ubers because, like, Point Pickups, what's the other one? I can't even think. Roadie also does the one Walmart up in North Versailles. That's all Roadie because they drop Point Pickup.
Okay.
From doing that store. But the Walmarts are done by Spark, which isn't even in my area. Or, like I said, Point Pickups. But I have never gotten a Uber Eats Walmart. I've gotten the Apple store from Uber Eats, which is old Postmates, but
right. And I've never gotten those. I've never gotten those.
Oh.
So let me ask you, Brian. Since we share the same name, you got the I and I got the Y, right? I want to know.
There you go.
Who deserves the brat in which situation? Your choice. The Grubhub situation where they now updated the driver and said, hey, you got to now sit for 2 hours. Or
I ain't sitting nowhere for 2 hours.
In the Uber Eats situation where they declined the $35 for the 36 miles round trip and declined the $81 for 12 miles, 24 miles or 25 miles round trip. Do they deserve the brat?
I'm snatching that $81 up all day.
You snatching that one? Okay,
$81, it's popping up on my screen. I'm hitting accept.
Okay, all right.
Because you think it's 9 drops, $81. It'll probably take you about maybe an hour and a half at most to do that whole order, and you made $81 in an hour and a half.
Okay.
Less wear and tear on your vehicle.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hopping on that all day, no second thoughts.
So what about the shopper that got cussed out by an Instacart customer for a reason that, hey, they just tried to explain to them why their order sat, even if it was supposed to be delivered by 8 to 10 a.m. Do you believe?
That's the shot. That's on the shopper because I don't shop for people. The less interaction I can have with the customer, the better.
So the fact that they accepted it, they deserve the brat, huh?
They deserve the brat. They accepted it. They accepted that. That's on them. Once you hit accept, it's on you.
Okay. All right. So what about the very
You made that decision, you deal with it.
Okay, so what about the very last brat of the day, where in my situation they showed I had 37 items, but it was not a catering order on DoorDash. But then they showed Gig Hustler 4 items, 0.9 miles, and it's really not a catering order. Who deserves the brat? The app.
That's on the company. That's the app.
That's the app,
They're
right?
just wilding out. I think that's a way for them to try and get a lot of Dashers to use hot bags, because there's so many that do not use a hot bag that I think they're trying to force that somehow, some way. And if you don't have a hot bag, that'll be a way for them to say, oh, you're not doing your job right, so we can just deactivate you.
Okay. All right. Well, I definitely...
They up to something with that. It's
Go
like
ahead.
going to Taco Bell and it's 99 fire sauces, and oh, you need a catering bag for that. For 99 sauces?
You know what? I will say, I try to tell people that DoorDash, they watch us YouTubers. It's not just Bentley. They watch us, and they changed that a long time ago when they realized that we were using the item count to our benefit to accept or decline. They changed it for that reason, and they started adding the sauces and all that in the app. Like, seriously?
Yep.
Seriously.
That you see that and you're like, oh man, there's 50 items there. This is going to be a banger.
You know?
Yeah, it says $5.50 on acceptance, but that's going to be more. Then you get there and it's 50 fire sauces, 12 Diablo sauces, and 1 taco.
It's
and
ridiculous.
You need a catering bag.
It is so ridiculous. So I do have another caller in the queue, Brian Kern. I think this was your first time calling in. Anything you want to say to the family before I take the next call?
Be safe out there. If you deliver at night, keep your head on a swivel. Use a flashlight. Be safe out there. Don't take any unnecessary chances. But be safe and get your money.
All right. Awesome. Well, you have a good one and be safe as well, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
All right. Have a good one.
Later.
All right. Let's take this next call. Good morning. Who are we speaking to?
Good morning, UDM'S. Bud Soda.
You got a lot of background noise. You're going to have to put that window up, man.
The window's up.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You might have to speak up like that, though.
I'll pull over. I'll pull over for a second.
Okay.
But anyways, the Uber Eats. Oh my gosh, I would have been over that all day long.
The $81 or the
Those are
$35?
huge dollar amounts. Those are huge dollar amounts. And the miles aren't bad. Even on the $35 one.
Okay.
I could see if you were getting bombarded with better orders, rejecting the $35 one, but Boca Raton, to my knowledge, is like upper middle class, but really the cost of living there is around the same as what it is here.
Right.
You know, rent and stuff. But as far as the Instacart, I really want to speak to that. Is Instacart will suggest what a tip will be, and that you might get faster service if you tip more. I think it automatically suggests 15%. 5% is the lowest, or you can hit other, and you really have to go out of your way. And I think it, again, suggests you give some kind of tip if you go 0, because they'll say shoppers work hard or whatever. It'll give you some generic message. So in that case, the customer is the brat, but however, the shopper is also the brat, because they could have said it a lot nicer, saying higher tip orders get taken a lot faster, and it sat until it got bundled with another. I apologize, I took it as soon as it was in the order, and if the customer responded negatively, cancel batch. I'm sorry, just take the hit. Just take the hit.
So
you got to have a strong willpower. You had another video about that some time ago. You had that video Monday. So, and what was the other one again? I'm sorry.
So I'll let you know. But the thing is, are you saying the way that this shopper said it in the text message, it came off a little bit rude?
Yes. I took it as being a little crass. Like, they said it so direct that many people would take that rude. I've been taken out of context many times in text when I was actually trying to be nice. So I know how that is. And even that took me as crass.
Well, I'm looking at this. I'm reading it right now. I'm going to read it for you again, and I'm going to read it for whoever that's watching now, watching on the replay, right? And I'm like, I wanted to kind of like break it down a little bit. Where does it sound rude to you, Bud Soda? All right. Since it was a low tip order, no shoppers wanted to grab it. Is that the rude part?
Yep. Yep. Because you directly called the customer out. Directly. You have to do indirect. It's the language you use.
So it would have been better to say it again, if you don't mind.
So what I would approach it is, I'm sorry, I took it as soon as it was bundled with another batch. Higher tips, get shoppers to take it more aptly, more quickly, just for your future reference. Thank you for the order. Some generic nice thing. So you just kind of do a neutral with a positive.
So what am I? If I'm the customer and I say, I don't care about what you're saying. It was supposed to be here between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m.
However, you can pay an extra $12 to be a quote priority. Those ones that boost quickly, it's because the customer paid to have that get taken as priority. So just like Uber had priority, and you're the single order, it should show up as a single batch, not as paired with anything else. And every 5 minutes, Instacart would boost it by $2. Heck, I've seen them sometimes, if it's the only order on the screen, they'll boost it every minute. And they could boost all the way up to 10, but they usually wait a little longer on that 10 if someone really won't take it. So it usually boosts by $8. And that was 7 plus 2, so 9 plus 8 is 17. For how many units? I couldn't have been much. I saw that post the other day. So $17, someone would have taken that fast. I would have. I mean, for the miles, and it's all on the customer there. And Instacart, I don't think the brat either, because they prompt you. They tell you, hey, this is how it kind of works. They're one of the apps that tells you that. And
okay.
I'm surprised that they have such big market share as the biggest shopping app, because they prompt you. DoorDash and Uber don't like doing that really as much, because they know it hurts their market share.
So let me ask you this. I'm going to read a comment in the chat. All right. Let me know if you agree or you disagree. Sis Zakiha says, people don't want to be told about their tip. Do you agree or disagree?
Agreed. I know. But it's hard reality. It's the reality. If you tip, I commented on that Facebook post. I'm on an Instacart group I found. I was like, if you tip more, the order be taken faster, and there's other shoppers explaining to me how the priority orders work better and what I've had with my customer experiences. So it's just ridiculous. I mean, there are some Instacarters in there who are just off the walls, let's say that, but dang.
Well, the next one, I know
as far as you
go ahead.
As far as your order, the company's the brat, saying, "Oh, you need a catering bag because they want a bunch of chopsticks and silverware."
What about the Grubhub one where they're saying, "Hey, the customer forgot to make this a pre-order, and we're gonna have to change the pickup to a different time, which is 2 hours later."
I would tap back saying, if I go do other orders, would you have a problem if I left the restaurant? And if they do, I'd unassign.
No, you don't have to ask them if they have a problem with you leaving the restaurant. You just make that decision whether to keep it or not.
That's the thing. They GPS track us, and I know some people have been deactivated off certain platforms for going off and doing something else because the restaurant or the app itself says, well, they don't want it till this time, or it's going to be this long.
Now, I challenge that. I challenge that. You went silent on me, man. What happened?
I feel you.
I challenge that because
I've done that, but it's a risky situation where you have to weigh your options.
When you think about it, right? I'm just talking to you, brother to brother, right? I want to have this conversation with you and whoever's gonna be listening to this conversation. The main reason I believe these companies make a big issue about the time is because they want it to be delivered on time. They want it to be delivered on time. So if you leave and you don't deliver it on time, then they have something to say. But as far as them telling me I cannot go when I gotta sit at this restaurant for 2 hours, you lost your doggone mind. I'm not sitting here unless you're gonna give me a meal. I'm not sitting here with this order. Okay,
you're gonna give me a meal and you're gonna pay me for my wait.
But as a thing with Grubhub, they pay you for your estimated wait time at the offer screen, not for the actual time you're sitting there and waiting for the order. No. So if you're now gonna change this up and you're gonna say, hey, they forgot to pre-order, and now we got to push this order pickup time back 2 hours. It's either you going to pay me for my wait time or you better not tell me I can't go nowhere. Or if you deactivate me or terminate my account because I decided to leave and come back when you said 2 hours later. What's the time that they said? 7:40. The driver received it at 4:50. I challenge whoever is deactivated. Whoever said that I was deactivated because I left the restaurant and I came back. I'm going to challenge you on that. I need to see more information. Did you come back and you got the food on time and you delivered it on time? A lot of drivers be leaving stuff out when they say, man, I got deactivated. Why you got deactivated? For multi-apping. For multi-app, what you did? Oh, I just picked it up and dropped it off. You leaving the information out. What did you do? Oh, well, I took another order that was headed south, and it took me an additional 25 minutes to get to the main order. Oh, what happened? You delayed the order. It's the time factor. Yeah, if you're delivering cold food, that's why I challenge it. Go ahead.
But in the cases, I've seen screenshots in cases where the restaurant would say it's going to be half an hour before we get that done. So they go off and take another order on another app, and then they get the food. They get there 5 minutes, 10 minutes before it's actually done and sit there and wait for it to be done while they did that other order or two. And then they got a contract violation and or deactivated because obviously the customer is furious that the order was so late. In that case, just take the, I wouldn't wait in that case. If the platform itself says I'm going to wait and aren't going to compensate me, I would take off as well, because I know they do basically $5 for every half hour, and that's not near enough. I can make more going out and doing something else. I say, hey, pass this on to another Dash or Grubhub driver.
I think I strongly feel that many people don't understand this. And if you feel, I'm coming from a serious point of view, right? As an independent contractor, if you feel like, man, I better not do this, because you should not be feeling like that. You having the title of being classified as an independent contractor, you should have more confidence in your decisions. Hey, you stand your ground. If they try to pull anything on you, you stand your ground when you know what you're doing. It's like, I don't want to hear, hey, I don't want to do this, man, because man, you see what they did to that driver? Boy, man, I don't want to do, man. What are you talking about? As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do per your contract, your agreement with the company, they have no control over you. As long as you are doing what the contract states. If it says I'm supposed to pick it up at 8 and then it got to get pushed back, and I do my job by communicating and saying, hey, it's delayed. It's delayed, and they said it's not going to be ready for another hour. I have my right to go and do whatever the heck I want to do. I don't have to sit there and wait for it. I could come back and I could pick it up at the time that it was pushed back to. I stand my ground on that. I don't care if they deactivate me for doing that. I have done this hundreds of times. I always say, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I've done it on order and pays. I've done it on regular orders when they say, oh, I'll be back. It's not going to take for another 30 to 40 minutes. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, there's no reason why they should tell me I need to stay there. If they're trying to force me to stay there and not paying me for my extra time, when you think about this, Bud Soda, if it's not ready by the pickup time, is the contract breached? I'm asking you.
Yes, because the restaurant.
I'm asking you.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Your turn.
Okay, with DoorDash is 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
DoorDash is 11 minutes, so that is a contract violation. So if it's going to be more than 10 minutes and you're not feeling great about it, I'd unassign. Mostly because I only have 2 apps, UDM, and Uber Eats is giving me a very hard time, even though Checker came back completely green. Okay. And like Grubhub, I'm still on a long wait.
Okay.
I mean, I do have Spark, but I've got to go to North Syracuse to do that. And I got Skipcart coming too. My bad. I got to finish that.
No problem.
But I only have 2 main apps that I'm active on that are in my region that I don't have to travel for, like over an hour. So my thing is that you got to do what you got to do. And in my case, if that 625 order from Taco Bell, that's the one I probably shouldn't accept it from, but the orders are very slow, and I finally get an order over $6. There's a one bad Taco Bell in my market, and the one in the other zone is awesome. But if they say, hey, it's going to be a while, it's going to be a 15-minute wait, I unassign and move on with my day because I don't want to take that risk of getting in trouble for it being 11 minutes late.
But that's okay. Well, you're making a decision based on what might happen on the back end, because when you decide to leave, you don't want to now be pinned with this, oh, you left and now you made the order late. Technically, I'm going back to this question. When you arrive on time and the order's not ready at the time stated in the app, is the contract breached? Anyone that's willing to answer this question, it's up to you.
No, but the apps will say it is.
Now, I'm saying from the app's perspective, did they breach the contract if the order is not ready by the time it said pick it up by?
Yes, it is violated. I'm going to say yes.
Right. But in this case,
sad, but
in this case, I understand where you're coming from. You only have a few apps, and you don't want to take the risk, so you just unassign, which affects your account. Hey, you might not care too much about your completion rate going down 1%, and you can always get it back up. Not a problem. I get it.
I'm at 96%.
Okay, 96%. We're twins, all right? I have the same thing. Okay, 96%. So I'm saying I don't want anyone to feel as an independent contractor like they classify us. I don't want anyone to feel like you cannot make decisions, individual, independent decisions on that order just because you're afraid of what might happen. As long as there is black and white and you're following it to the T, then there's nothing to be worried about. If something happens, somebody was being shady, which then give you a leg to stand on. If something shady happens, you have your documentation, you covered yourself, you have your screenshots, you have everything you need to defend yourself. Somebody was being shady, and now you have a leg to stand on, as long as you're covering yourself and following the agreement to a T. Delivering
That's exactly it.
Delivering an order.
Red card.
But hold on, let me finish, right? Delivering an order in a timely manner is what DoorDash states. Okay, at first, they did not give their drivers or dashers contract violations. They just said, hey, what's up? You know, but now they're giving you contract violations. They're giving us contract violations. When are they giving us these contract violations? After when you arrive to the store 10 minutes late, when you deliver it 10 minutes late. Okay? So if you know that's not to them, 10 minutes late is not within a timely manner. 10 minutes is too long. So if you're 5 minutes late, you're not going to receive a contract violation. So don't be afraid of these companies. You are an independent business. Please, and brother, I'm not getting on you or scolding you or anything. I'm just trying to make sure whoever's listening to this conversation is understanding the power that you have. You are a business that's partnering with another business. If technically they are, if it says pick it up by 12 and it's not ready by 12, you have all rights to leave. If you decide to stay, it's on you. But you have all rights to leave. If they are saying something else, if it's written in black and white, then you have to follow what's written in black and white. But don't be afraid of these companies. I don't care what app it is. It could be Roadie, it doesn't matter. If this is your W-2 job, then okay, all right, I got you, you know. But do not be afraid independently. Do not be afraid of these companies and what they might do. What we're talking about right now, I have done countless of times. Too many times, and I have never been deactivated. I have heard drivers say, I got deactivated for multi-apping. I'm going on 3 years multi-apping. What were you doing when you were multi-apping? These are general comments. I was deactivated for leaving the restaurant because they follow us on GPS. What do you mean? Are you doing everything that you're supposed to make sure that it doesn't come off like you're doing something fraudulent? Fraudulent or fraud is a major issue for these companies. Money, you delaying orders, all of these things are considered to be fraudulent. So that's why I say cover yourself, and you got to make sure that you communicate. Everybody's on the same page. If you send a text message to a customer on DoorDash, I take a screenshot of that message, the time that it was sent. I cover myself. So if you're not covering yourself, then you kind of like waiting for them to do something. And if they do something, you don't really have a leg to stand on. I'm sorry, brother. I'm very passionate about this. So when I hear drivers are making mistakes out here, I'm not saying you directly. You said that you have heard of drivers being deactivated. I just, I want to put out the correct information and for drivers to feel empowered, understanding the power that they have, and not to let these companies take advantage of you. The last line of a song that I'm working on is, they gonna try to confuse you, use and abuse you. So take this blueprint, follow these shoe prints. They gonna try to confuse you, use and abuse you.
So,
you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
I'm trying to say it as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Okay, my McDonald's went to red card order, so you got to order and pay. The pickup time on the first one was like for 2 minutes after I received it, which I was 2 minutes away from the store. Mm-hmm. But I kept pressing that button as I flipped back and forth between the stacked orders because it popped back up every time, saying, tell us what's happening with this order. I'd hit order not started, busy, and order still being prepared, and it kept pushing back the delivery time, which my first drop-off was 1 minute late, and the other one was actually on time by the time they estimated. So it did take me 13 minutes past the initial pickup time, which was risky of me, to get that. And I explained to the customer what was going on, and I explained to them in person, and they said, oh, my God, you're the best dasher ever. Thank you. They thanked me profusely and said they'd rate me. So, but it's a calculated risk we take every single time. I talked to another guy who used to be on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats, and he said he got deactivated off DoorDash, and I asked him why. I'm like, were you taking orders going different directions? And he's kind of sheepish. And I'm like, were you more than 10 minutes late? He's like, I was 15 minutes late 3 times and they deactivated me. It's like, well, you kind of made your own bed there, bud. He's like, yeah, I know. I've learned my lesson. I'm not getting deactivated off these other two. So
I mean, in that case,
a lot of people make the bad decisions. He learned his lesson, luckily enough, early on. He only got deactivated off one, unlike a certain other YouTuber who's been deactivated there 6 times.
Okay. Well, I just wanted people...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just want people to understand, if you're making bad decisions when you're working, if you're deciding to, like, say, oh, I'm an independent contractor, I will deliver it when I feel like it. like that's not a good decision. You know, if you are making independent decisions to that level, right? If you're making bad decisions on that level, then, you know, you kind of deserve to be deactivated. But as long as you're following that black and white that you agreed to, it could be the deactivation policy. Once it's updated, and you decide to log on and go online and accept an order, you are now agreeing to the new policy. So it's good to stay up to date with the new deactivation policy, the new policies whenever they release them, the updated versions, and everything. It's good to stay up to date with that stuff. But, you know, a lot of drivers do a lot of wrong things out here, and it's like, nah, you deserve that. You were hiding what you were really doing. And if you were really going out here and taking an order 10 miles in the opposite direction, and you're delivering that. All right, let me ask you this, and then I'm gonna let you go, because I have another call on the line, right? Let me ask you this. I'm gonna give you a scenario, and tell me, did this driver deserve to be deactivated or not? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hope y'all ready. Listen to this scenario. DoorDash is my bread and butter, but I was multi-apping with Uber Eats, but Uber deactivated me. Okay. Why did Uber deactivate you? Okay, it's because I accepted an Uber order, then a DoorDash order. I went to go pick up the Uber order. Then a DoorDash came in, and since DoorDash is my bread and butter, I decided to accept that DoorDash and go pick that DoorDash up, and then I had to wait a few minutes at the restaurant, and I'm like, why didn't you go drive the Uber? Because DoorDash is my bread and butter, but Uber deactivated me for multi-apping. Well, you did it wrong. How did I do it wrong? I'm multi-app like you. I'm like, I still have my accounts. You don't multi-app like me. If you multi-app like me, you would still have your account. Did the person deserve to be deactivated or not?
Yeah, so basically, if they got to the restaurant, it's going to be a few minutes. Go drop that Uber off, come back. If you can get back there within that time frame, within that 10-minute time frame. So basically, a mile or two, at most, to your destination. If you can't, you got to have that willpower to unassign, and they 100% deserve it. I'm sorry. A lot of y'all are going to hate me for that, but you got to have that willpower.
But I'm saying, think about what I'm saying. They accepted an Uber. They went to go pick it up, started the delivery, made a stop at the DoorDash pickup, waited on that order, and then dropped off the DoorDash first before they dropped off the Uber. Did they deserve to be deactivated?
Ooh. Yeah, even more so because of that.
And this is what I'm saying. Oh, I got deactivated for multi-apping. No, you didn't get deactivated for multi-apping. You made a bad decision. A bad decision. You started the order first with the Uber. Then you went to go pick it up and started the delivery. And then you got a DoorDash and you waited on the restaurant for the DoorDash. You're delaying the Uber. And then on top of that, since DoorDash is your bread and butter, you delivered the DoorDash first before you delivered the Uber. That's mistake after mistake
DoorDash
after mistake.
gives you a lot of information. DoorDash gives you a ton of information, more so than most of the other apps besides tips. And they'll tell you what the pickup time, what the drop-off time is. And the drop-off time can get pushed out if there's a wait. So let's say the pickup time was for 5 minutes from when they accepted it, and they were 2 minutes from the store. and the store said it's going to be 5-10 minute wait, you could just hit order still not ready. And if that Uber is only 5 minutes down the road and you could be back there within that 10 minutes, boom, do that. But don't be playing around. You got to have the unassigned. They 100% deserve to be deactivated. I'm sorry. It hurts. It's not fun. I empathize, but you 110% deserve it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for calling in and having this challenging conversation with me. I just wanted to kind of like make sure I stated like I said at the very beginning, I challenged that, and you probably didn't expect all of this, but I challenged that. I don't like when people put out information, and I'm not saying you, but the person who put out the information that you came across, I don't like it when people do that because it's misinforming the person reading it. They are a lot of drivers are leaving a lot of things out. Oh, I was deactivated for what? For multi-apping. But what did you do? Oh, I just picked up one and the other one, and then I just, delivered it. Nah, what happened in between?
That's why I ask those follow-up questions now, because I follow people like you who give out the grid information, and then these people fess up. Yeah, here's what I did. I'm like, okay, that's on you, bro.
So with that said, brother, I do have to take this next call in the queue. They've been waiting. They actually terminated the call and called back. So I want to get them on the line.
All right. I'll let you go. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one and be safe on the road, okay? All right. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Who are we speaking to?
SoFlo.
SoFlo, what's up, brother? Talk to me.
How you doing?
I'm all right. I know we went into like a whole different conversation versus like the brat of the day, but
No, that was actually interesting. That's the first time I heard something like that, and it's something new I just learned. So that was an interesting conversation. So no.
Okay.
So I kind of like doing something new, but I'll just keep it short because I didn't know it was going to take long, and I really have to go. Well, I have to be on the street, so I'm being monitored. Anyway, to keep it short, everybody's a brand for that Walmart, that $85. But I'm just curious about that Walmart order because the fact that because I had an issue with one Walmart pickup where it was a batch order from Uber Eats where I had one, it was a couple of bags, but the other one, it was a big screen TV for like a 60-inch television where I couldn't fit it.
They gave you a big screen TV?
Yeah, but the thing is that I didn't choke it because, like I said, I couldn't fit it in my thing. But the question is that when it comes to batches like that, 11 or 9 orders, what happens if you get one that has 9 bottles of water, of those bottles of water? Another one, 2-3 televisions. Another one that's big boxes like that. How does that work?
Okay,
well, I don't.
Okay.
I do not compute with that.
Okay, so on one side, right? I understand what you're saying, your concern. You don't know what you're picking up until you get there, right?
Yeah.
But what about the other side? What about the other side? I have had 4 deliveries. One was a comforter. One was I guess it was very small items. All the rest of the stuff was very small items for 4 deliveries. And it paid me $79. The only way for us to find out what we're picking up is by accepting it and getting there. Once we get there, then if it cannot fit in your vehicle, I'm talking to somebody because I'm not just going to leave here, make my own decision and leave and not get paid for my time that I drove here. So I call, hey, I have a Honda Civic. I can't fit this 60-inch in my Honda. How am I supposed to get this in here? Let me send y'all a picture. I can't fit this in here. I would literally Go the extra mile to let them know, hey, I can't fit this in my car. And I can't take it. So what we doing here? You gonna give me a little something, something? I need a little something, something extra since I can't take the order that, or you gonna pull that order from me? Or you gonna pull all the rest of them? If you're gonna pull all the rest of them, give me my time. Give me my money. My money for my time that I spent here trying to get this 60-inch into my Honda Civic. What if, don't just look, I'm just saying, don't look at an order. I don't want you to look at an order as what you see. Like, what you see is what you get, right? But at the same time, if it's paying decently, the only way to find out what you're picking up is by accepting it. And when you arrive, if it's something that you cannot take, you have the right to say, I can't take it. What you want me to do? So if you cannot take it, they now have, and you have all rights to request additional pay, but majority of us know they won't give us additional pay unless it's something that they talk with their supervisors or whoever to get us additional pay. But if it's something that we cannot take, why run that risk? We can't take it. We can't take it. What you want me to do with it? Teleport it from this point to the next point? You know? Just don't be afraid of the order. Don't be afraid of the order because of what we might be picking up. Get there. If it's a whole pallet of water, I ain't doing a whole pallet of water for $81. Heck no. You know, like I'm not doing that. I have the right to cancel it, or I have the right to complain about it. I have the right to do whatever with that. But at least I accepted it and I went there to see what I'm picking up. I get it. We don't want to be taking no pallet of water. I get it. But how would we know until we arrive?
Absolutely. And it's like, I don't mind taking. I don't mind taking because I've been doing a former Sunday, and well, not all of them. Like I did like 3, but then but prior to that, I had one that what I was talking about that has the TV, but again, I had to cancel one of them, and so it's like I say, it just you just never know what you're getting from the moment you get there, and that was one of the things that like I stopped. I don't want to do Walmart because of that reason, but at the same time, but the payout is not bad either because like I have like some of them are just the only reason I take them because they're just $10 to go 2 miles, or $18 a batch order going 4 miles. So it wasn't bad just because of the distance.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but Proclaim Fame just said something that I didn't even think about, and it's awesome. Think about this, brother. You had a TV that you had to take, right? In the Uber Eats app. Proclaim Fame says, if that's the case, I'll just go to the details for that specific order and mark it oversized and take the rest. So you could still make money off of the order, but you just don't have to take the oversized item. I never thought about that. Proclaim Fame? That's awesome.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you could go into each... In the Uber Eats app, you can literally say, hey, I don't want to take this order because it has an oversized item. When you hit that red circle with the warning sign, to cancel an order, you hit that button and you could say, if it's like, say, in this case, for this order, it has 11 or 9 deliveries for $81, right? Let's say out of the 9 deliveries, one of them has an oversized item. If it's a large screen TV or if it's a pallet of water, right? Okay. I can now say I'm going to cancel that one delivery that's going to SoFlo for the 60-inch television and say the reason why is because it's an oversized item. So now I don't have to deliver 9 deliveries. I have 8 deliveries and the pay might drop. The pay might drop from 81 to maybe like 70 something or maybe 60 something dollars. Depends on how much they were willing to pay for that big screen TV to SoFlo. You know, that oversized item. Don't think that you don't have options, family. I appreciate you, Proclaim Fame, for mentioning that. That is an awesome That's awesome. That's awesome. And I tell y'all all the time, I don't know everything. I don't know everything, but some people do put some stuff in the chat. Go ahead, brother. What were you saying?
No, that's something new too. I'm learning something new. Like I said, with the conversation with the previous caller, and right now what the person just messaged, that's something new.
That is.
So I'm learning. I appreciate what you guys do.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go.
No problem, brother.
Let you go. Okay, take care, right?
No problem. You take care. Be safe on the road. And drive for yourself and others. You know how these crazy SoFlo drivers are.
Okay, take care.
All right, have a good one.
I got my boss calling in.
No problem. We don't want you to get in trouble. Later. All right, so with that said, family, we're going to close the lines. And I really do appreciate you, bro. Proclaim Fame, I appreciate you. A lot of these little tips that many of us, we don't even think about when it comes down to Walmart. If you're, again, hit that cancel button and look at the options that it give you. Oversized item is on it. So I definitely appreciate you for that, man. I definitely appreciate you. I gotta give you something, man. Hey, you got a Cash App? Proclaim Fame. It's what I do. Oh, now your head gonna get big. Like, oh, yeah, it's what I do, bro. That's that. You know what I'm saying? I should have my own YouTube channel too. I should be talking about these gig apps too. I should go on a UDM show, and you know what I'm saying? I should be giving tips and tricks to the people that be listening. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Proclaim Fame. You know what I'm saying? Come on the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give some of these tips that I don't think about giving. A lot of these tips, I don't think I've ever seen something like that. A tip like that. That's a major tip right there. Yeah. I'm a Cash App you something, man, just for that right there. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you 100%. Let's go to the chat really quick. Then we're going to start wrapping it up. Okay, family? DB says, don't sleep on the 7-Eleven orders as well. I used to be like, heck no to them. But I started doing them, and it's all good so far. Walmart orders, I will pass. Okay, DB, I get it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Nico says, the people on the third floor be ordering the most, right? DB, yeah, I knew that, but it didn't come to mind. It's not something that comes to mind. Like, for instance, typically when you are faced with a challenge at a restaurant, it's kind of like, I'm canceling this, man. It's excessive wait time. That's the number one that I go to. That's my choice. That's my option. Excessive wait time. I ain't got time for this. Excessive wait time. I haven't gotten so many Walmart orders that now I had to choose an oversized item. Everything fits in my USB. That's what I was about to say. My SUV. I just put the back seats down and I just load that TV up in there. I'm not worried about it like that. When I had my Civic, I never received an oversized item, so that was never an option for me to choose. But I have heard of drivers, receiving oversized items. But it just never came to mind, man. That is an option. That is right. So DB, I had to give a shout out to Proclaim Fame. It's not that I didn't see it. I just never chose it before. Tom says, order him breakfast. I got your number still. I'll text you. All right, no problem. Please do. The Camouflage says Walgreens orders tend to suck. Well, not too bad. No. I don't like to do shop and deliver, but Walgreens be on point sometimes. Rapping Granny coupon. Rapping Granny. You gonna make me click on this name. Shop and pay is my couponing. Is me couponing is my other hustle. So I go in Walgreens, etc. quickly. You gonna make me look at your channel, Rapping Granny. You got some songs, Rapping Granny? I'm gonna have to look you up. Rapping Granny. I hope this is you. Hold up. YouTube.com. You can't have a name like Rapping Granny and you ain't Rapping Granny. Rapping Granny. Hold up. Is it Rapping Granny? Coupon? Rapping Granny. I can't find your channel. I'm looking for Rapping Granny. I want to hear some of these raps. Okay, all right. Guess I can't find you. So at this time, family, before we exit, I want to give some of y'all a shout out. Some of y'all were in here really moving that chat a few times, you know, putting a lot of these comments and some tips and tricks in there as well. I appreciate you. Proclaim Fame, DB, Torrance J Playlist. Who else? George John, Rapping Granny, the Camouflage. Who else we got here? Nyko. As a customer, I love DoorDash. As a driver, I hate it. Ain't that something? All right. Let's see here. Who else is here? Who else? Zaddy, good morning to you, bro. Pop Pro, I'm just a little crazy. Okay. We all got a little craziness in ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Within. We got a little bit of crazy. So say what's up in the chat so I can say what's up back to you. Come on now. For all those that was late. Hot. Good. Good. Sean Corcoran, good morning to you. Richard Longbreak, good morning. Sis Zakiya, say good morning. Thank you, UDM. We all in this together, man. Listen, I don't know everything. And some things I miss. So if you find something, you let us know. If you have a video, hey, UDM, I did a video about this, man. You probably missed it, man, but check this out. I go check it out. It's worth sharing with the family. Heck yeah. I'ma share it. I'ma send people to the video. Let's see here. The Camouflage says the problem is that Uber Eats has the worst buy and pay interface. Good morning. J-Rod, good morning. Who else is here? Rapping Granny Coupons. Nah. just what we did in the 80s. Ah. Okay. What you did in the 80s. I got you. Okay. All right. OMG Records TV, good morning to you. Good morning. Seems like the chat is slowing down a little bit, so some people rolled over and went back to sleep. So at this time, I am passing out some wrenches. I know there's some people that deserve the wrench, so I'm not even gonna ask you if you want a wrench. I'm just gonna give it to you. OMG, you getting the wrench. You getting the wrench right now. Richard Longbreak, yeah, you getting the wrench. Rapping Granny, would you like a wrench? Sis Zakiya, you getting the wrench. You know that, right? I hope you know. Let's see here. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. OMG, you be safe on the road. Drive safe, y'all. Gig Economy Talk with Lynn. Go get your money. Oh, you ready for the outro? Okay. I was just trying to give y'all a shout out, but okay. With that said, y'all ready to get me gone? Okay. Oh, yeah. It's time to go and get what? It's time to what? Go get your money.